Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. In this video, I am going to go over how to compute dollar value LIFO. The dollar value LIFO method is a different method than the LIFO method I taught in a previous video. The dollar value LIFO is going to look at pools of inventory in layers. It will look at the dollar value, not units, only, okay? All right, so I'm going to go over a practice problem right from your textbook. Here's the practice problem I'm going over. It's exercise 7-15. For me, it goes to the next page, but as you know, there's always different pages with this book. All right, so here's what I'm looking at. So it says the name of the company on January 1st, 2015, Sato Company adopted the dollar value LIFO method of inventory costing. Sato's ending inventory appears as follows. Okay, so your first year, the 2015, will be your base year. Here's what they're showing you. They're showing you 40,000 and the index is 100. Next year, 2016, is 56,100. The index is 120. 2017, 58,500, 130. All right, so you get the point. You need that problem. All right, I'm going to step back now, okay? And here's what I want you to jot down. I want you to get down all these titles. All right, so let me tell you what they are. All right, here's the first, is the date. So write that exactly. Here's the next, ending inventory at current costs. You'll multiply that by a fraction. Here's what the fraction will be. Your numerator will always be the base year. Base year is always 100 divided by the current cost index. That will equal your inventory at base year costs. Next, you're going to figure out either the increase or decrease at base year cost. Then you will multiply that by another fraction. Here's the fraction. Notice it says relevant cost index. It's going to depend upon whether it's positive or negative, so you're going to pay attention when I go over that. Divide that by base year. Remember, the base year is always 100. Next, that will equal your increase or decrease at relevant current costs. And finally, we'll get to the ending inventory at LIFO. Okay, when I show you the answers to the problems, the publisher will show you another way to do this. Not when you're first learning. Do it just like I'm showing you, and I promise you, I'll show you so that you understand how to do each of these. All right, so that way, because the bottom line is, you have to figure out what the finding ending inventory is in LIFO. So you're going to really want to do it just like this setup, okay? All right, so let me go to the problem. All right, so now I'm looking at it, and it says 2015, the current cost is 40,000. Remember, that's your base year, okay? Remember, that's your beginning. So we got 2015, all right? So I kind of like trace this across. Here's why. This is my beginning. All right, so 40,000 is here. And then I trace this across. My ending inventory is 40,000. That is my base year. That's been beginning year. Okay, now I'm going to start. And so notice I had set up, I have 2016. My current ending inventory for 2016 is 56,100. Okay, that came right from the book. All right, now, here's my first fraction. Remember, the base year is always 100. I'm going to divide that by the current cost index, which is 120. Okay, so I take 56,100 times 100 divided by 120, and that equals 46,750. Okay, let me stop. Let remind you to be careful of something. This is a percent, okay? So remember, apples to apples. If you use 100 here, then you use 120. Don't put in any decimals. Now, you can put decimals if you want, but if you put in a decimal, you better put in 1.00 divided by 1.20. Apples to apples, or you will not come out right. All right, so now you multiply it out, and then you compare it to the layer before. You take the difference between the two, and it's 6,750. Okay? All right, let me point this out. This is a positive number, right? It was 40,000, it's now 46,750. That's positive. So I show that as positive. When it's positive, my first layer was positive, so I just flip the first fraction. So I go over here, it's 120 over 100. Multiply it out, 6,750 times 120 divided by 100 equals, right here, my increase or decrease. Well, that's positive. This was positive, this is positive. So now to get my ending inventory, just add it. 40,000 plus 8,100 gives me 48,100. Okay, it's not bad when you do it like this. Okay, just understand each layer. All right, so now I go to the next layer. The textbook gave me this. At the end of 12/31/2017, it was 58,500. Okay, what is my price index? 100 is the base year. The price index for this particular year is 130. All right, let me stop. Let me tell you about the price index. The price index, I always describe it to students. It's very similar in economics when you learn the consumer price index. The price index is taking into account inflation. So these numbers is coming out with a dollar value in taking into account inflation with this price index. All right, so now I multiply it across 58,500 times 100 divided by 130, and that equals, watch this everybody, 45,000. All right, I look at the very layer before. Now I'm 45,000. Uh-oh, I have a negative number. All right, so I take the difference between the two, 46,750 minus 45,000. I better show this in parentheses. Okay, let me tell you this. You cannot take from a negative number. Okay, this is negative. So this layer, I can't just flip the first fraction. Why not? Because I have nothing to take it from. This was negative. So I go to the very layer before, and I'm going to use that price index, 120 over 100. I cannot use this price index. Why not? Because this was negative. All right, so now I multiply it out, but start that in your notes so you understand why. I take 1,750, I multiply it by 120 divided by 100, and I get 2,100, and this is negative. All right? Don't forget your parentheses. Now, I'm just going to take my ending inventory, 48,100. I subtract the 2,100, so my final answer, okay, is 46,000 even. Okay, my ending inventory for 2017 is 46,000. Now I work on 2018. Again, I look what the price index is. The price index for 2018 is 140. I multiply it out, 70,000 times 100 divided by 140. That gives me 50,000. All right, I eye it. The layer before, well, guess what? That's positive, right? So the difference between the two is 5,000, but that's positive. So I just flip my first fraction. 140 divided by 100. Multiply it out. 5,000 times 140 divided by 100. That's a positive number. 7,000. Now I'm finally getting there. 46,000 plus 7,000. My final answer, ending inventory for 2018 is 53,000. Okay? And that's it. That's how you do dollar value LIFO. Okay? So you're going to do another type of problem like this. When I show you the answer from the publisher, they show you another way. Do it like this, especially when you're first learning. It's not that bad if you walk it through slowly. Set it up properly, and then you'll be good. All right, get that homework in the software, and then you're good to go. Have a good week.